The Trogdor. Burninator. Star Station. Do we spawn Cross and Star Station? We'll find out. If they do, I'll assume it's true. Okay. Alright, spawning in the bottom right, we have Trg's Woman. Kind of a weird name, needs to use some vowels, but whatever. That's what he likes. And he's going to be the Orange Terran. Then spawning at the top right, we have Bubble Kaiser. Bubble's single and only win. The series is currently 2-1, favoring TRG's finest. And last game was pretty interesting. I'm really surprised to see them both one base as far as they did. I feel like somebody could have just stretched out, would have won a 2 base, and you know, just defended with a couple banelings. You know, nothing too aggressive, because they both were just aggressive. I feel like if one played defensive and got that second base, it really would have gave them an outstanding advantage. But games in the past, so who cares? Got some chatter going on here. Actually, wasn't paying attention to it. Woman, Lester to your heart. Whatever. Kaiser doing his traditional scout. Honestly, I feel like this scout is really just to see, wants to know how many gases the Terran's going to have by the time he gets there, and whether or not he's going to be doing that command center on the high ground, because I just feel like Terrans get punished so hardcore for that command center on the high ground. As soon as Cat's made that traditional build, it's just been, I see it all the time now. Actually really fun to see too, I dig it. Kaiser is going for the 15 hatch. Imagine he's probably going 15 pool, and then we'll just going to decide whether or not what he sees, if it's going to be a quick third hatch or a gas. Does notice the gas here, so he realized, oh, nice half block here with the depots. Like, screw it. Drone is going to barely escape. Going to try and make a extractor, which it does. Because he saw that gas, he does have to be a little bit wary that Reaper play might be coming in. Did decide to go ahead and get the extractor instead of expand a third time. This is a little bit of a tougher map to expand on. Got a really big ramp here. You could either go there too, but that just gives you so many different angles to be attacked at. It's not good stuff. Might want to wait a little bit later until he knows it's absolutely safe. And we do have the Reaper opening. First time we've seen that today. Should be pretty well defended. He is not getting Zerglings, actually. You'd think you'd want to grab... Well, didn't have a spawning pull up yet. We'll see if he grabs Zerglings yet. We'll have the Queen. Does get the really quick metabolic boost, and I feel like because you saw that gas, you would have to kind of assume a Reaper's on the way, and you at least need to grab a couple of Zerglings just to dance it back and forth on creep, just so your drones aren't completely harassed the whole entire time. He's not going to follow it up with a second one, though, so this is going to be fortuitous for him, then skipping the Zerglings, because there's not going to be another one coming, so it's not too precarious. But he's still going to lose this mining time having to dance the drones back and forth. But the Queen's out now. That should be able to zone out the Reaper. This drone's like, screw that, I don't want to be down there. I don't have Mama to protect me. This is bullshit. I didn't sign up for this. 2 barracks in the factory. Oh, I suppose standard Terran play. Gonna want to... Still has got that... Look at all the mining time he's denying just by getting that. That's very interesting. Because he went that Reaper, he couldn't, you know, make a Marine to kill that. That's all that gas lost. Yeah, even Mr. Grandmaster is confused by that. Apparently he hurt him because he took one of the two of the SCVs off. Alright, got the Zerglings out. They're going to be able to chase the Reaper. What's the move speed? Do they? Zerglings go a little bit faster. No, they don't. Interesting. They move faster on creep, but not off it. Zerglings need jetpacks, I think. And Regret doesn't like what he's seeing. He said, "I'm tired of this." And those Zerglings able to walk right in, and he blocks himself out of his own base. Oh, oh, that cost him SCV and all that mining time, but I suppose the idea was there. And the Hellions don't want to attack the Zerglings that are attacking them. They're going for the extractor. Lost one, lost two because of that. Not the finest play. A little bit of rust here, I think, for a woman. However, Kaiser's trying to settle up the score by putting 4 drones on the extractor to get that extreme mining. Doesn't want those drones to be worked too hard. Got a little extra slack. Probably not the best idea. I wonder if he'll notice that. I'll check that later in the game. We have the Roachhorn and Baneling Nest going down. Kind of reminds me of the, not the last game, the game before that. A little bit similar to that. Game 2, where we had the timing Baneling Roach bust. Had more, I heard one die, Hellion die. We have no creep spread whatsoever. I believe he only probably has 2 queens on the field right now? Yes. Makes it tough. You can spend all your mana on larva injects. And here we go. The push is out. We'll see if he does make a 3rd base behind this. He is up about 24 army supply. We do have 2 Widow Mines, half full bunker. Unlike the last game though, whereas we saw the supply depot wall and then a bunker behind it, so to actually break this down, it's going to take only 4 Banelings opposed to 8. Assuming they all get their hits off. He drew out the Widow Mines, and Banelings are gonna go. They actually, I feel like they killed one of those Widow Mines. Anyways, the Roaches are in here to clean them up. Nothing really to stop them. They're actually gonna walk right in. Killing off the Marines, and there's nothing left up here to prevent against these Roaches except for a handful of SCVs, which do not do well. SCVs are just going to go ahead and transfer over here, but the issue is all of your production is completely in hostile territory. And he's not getting a 3rd base behind this. He knows that his opponent's weak. He just wants to end the game right here. And he does not have a lair. This is the big difference between the last 2 busts. Wow, that mine just killed like 85 Banelings, I think. I counted. My vision's a little bit blurry, but I think that was 85 Banelings that Widow Mine just killed. And trying to hold off here. Got to be a little bit careful. The SCVs could die. I don't know. There's really not much you can do here. We have all this stuff on the outside. This is pretty much game. 28 workers killed. 11-minute mark, not a good sign. More Banelings coming in just to say what's up. We'll blow something up. GG. And Kaiser evens up the series 2-2.